There are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the 49er.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
The 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Taken down by K.J. Wright.
From the 44, Garoppolo. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jaron Reed busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
3rd and 13.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
22, Christian McCaffrey.
These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The tackle by...
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
12 yards on the play. But it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It leads
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. The 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss of the tackle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at get the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Solomon Thomas.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from Barb. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Mostert. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
There's Garoppolo to throw. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Raheem Mostert, the ball.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
To number 85,
George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
It is good.
And it's up and good.
Score Seahawks 10. 49ers 7. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
D Ford that time showing what he can do defensively. Credit him with a tackle for loss. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he's out right at the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. First down. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's got Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Again, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Go! 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock during the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, 49ers.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown.
Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
A 7-yard loss.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Let's go. Alert.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Wilson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And that stretches the lead to 27.
The score is Seahawks 34, 49ers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go quickly here out to Moore. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
20-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give to Hyde out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Carlos Hyde, for the near term at least, going to get 2 chances a year to take on these 49ers, the team that drafted him back in the 2nd round of 2014. And he spent 4 years in San Francisco, rushing for close to 3,000 yards with 24 total touchdowns.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the loss will drop them to 6-2.